Welcome back to Thunderstone Quest. I'm playing the very first chapter 1, A Mirror in the Dark, and we are playing part 1, Rumblings from the Past. I got a couple of quick little things here to mention. One, when you're playing solo, you're supposed to have a limited number of cards, 2 heroes, a couple of these, a couple of that. I didn't bother with that. I read a bunch of comments and stuff for complete solo. You're supposed to just pick 2. I'm just having them all out here. You can't buy everything anyway. I don't think it really makes a difference, but just so you're aware of solo mode, you're supposed to have, I think, 2 heroes, only 2 spells, 2 items, and some whatever. I'm playing with all the things they said for setup for Rumblings from the Past. Another thing to keep in mind is the character. I totally forgot. This one here. At the bottom it says, once per turn, after a die is rolled, you may re-roll the die before it's resolved. If you do, discard Bree unless you have Jabba. Jabba, of course, is the other card. So, I, of course, been not doing that. And we're rolling the die at the start of the episode on Smorga's Lair. So if we get a really bad result, we can use her, if we have her in our hand, to re-roll, which I don't. And I guess I should tell you what the different locations do. One thing I've missed, of course, the marketplace. You can actually look at these cards. The marketplace pretty clearly says draw 1 card or give, lend, borrow a card from another player. So if I go to the marketplace, I can draw a card, which I should have done in my first turn, and I didn't. The bazaar basically just says you may buy 1 gear card. And there you go. The guild's quarters, its effect, if this thing will focus, damn you, focus, I'm not sure it is, but the hero you level up in the village this turn may instead be leveled up as spoil. So instead of leveling up a hero in the village, we can go over to the dungeon, get some experience for killing something, and then level up a hero as spoils. The temple is just basically, I said when you go to the temple you can't go to the dungeon. That's incorrect. You can go to the dungeon when you go to the temple. You just have to follow the text, which is place 1 of your cards on top of your deck. And you cannot level up heroes this turn. That's what it says, because you've spent enough time healing. But you still can go to the dungeon. This one, Arcane Shop, you go here, you can spend 10 gold to buy a treasure card. Alright, enough babbling. Let's get on to our turn. First thing I'm going to do is roll the die for Smorga's Lair. And if we look at our hand, we do not have Bree this turn, so we will not be able to re-roll it. Let's go over and roll that die. Alright, so we're here at Smorga's Lair. We're going to be rolling the die. I think I said in the first episode I'm going to move this at the beginning of each episode. You're supposed to do it at the end of the turn. So this should have been done at the end of last turn. So we're basically on our second turn now. I'll try to remember to do that at the end of the episode. That's how you're supposed to play the game. So let's take 1 die. And we're going to roll it. We'll see what we get. Oh, we get 2 monsters attacking our village. Damn it, our town's guard not doing a hell of a good job. Alright, we're going to be adding a couple of monsters, so I just use the D&D minis. I got a couple of goblins here. I'm going to put them just off the wilderness section of the map, of the main board, so we know we're being attacked by 2 goblins. Damn it. Alright, we're going to start off, we're going to do the town phase, and there's our 2 little goblins up there going to be attacking us, destroying parts of our town unless we build some barricades. And of course I can't build any barricades because I have 2, 4, 5 gold, and that's it. But we are going to be somewhat intelligent this time. We're going to take our city guardsman. He's going to go to the marketplace. There's still a place available. And when you're at the marketplace you can draw a card. So we will draw a card off the top of our deck. Ooh, and it gives us another gold. Alright. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold. And when you're in town, you can always buy 1 card anywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. You can always heal 1 wound. So that wound, or we haven't got any wounds yet. I could have taken some wounds last episode, festering wounds, but... And you can heal the wound cards. I think I said the cards stay in your deck, but you can heal card wounds and you can heal wounds on your player mat. I don't have any wounds yet, so you can always heal a wound, you can always buy a card, you can always level up 1 hero, unless you go to the temple when it says you may not level up heroes this turn. So those are 3 things you can always do in town, doesn't matter where you go. But when you go to a specific place, you can use that specific place's action, as well as those other things. Alright, that made sense. So, taking a look, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 gold. Now, we could buy another hero for 6. We've got 3 of them for 6. Or we can start looking over here at some of our items. And I think we're probably... I don't know. We need kind of weapons to go with our heroes. You know what we're going to do for 5? We're going to spend 5 of our gold, and we're going to purchase a short bow, because we already have one hero. So we're going to spend 5 or 6 gold. We're going to purchase a short bow. This is pretty cool, because for elves it's -1 requirements. It only costs 3 skill to use it, and they get +1 damage for an elf. Sorry, +1 damage for elves, -1 requirement for rogues. Well, we just so happen to have an elf rogue in our party, which is this one right here, Hawkswood. She's a avian elf rogue. Cool. What we're going to do, we're going to level up 1 character right now. We have 3 experience points from our last episode. We're going to spend all 3, 1 + 2 to level up. We're going to take Hawkswood, and of course she's going to go out of the game, the level 1 card, out of our hand as well, and we're going to level up. So we're going to go through, digging through our deck, we're going to find the level 2 card. And there's the level 2. So we've leveled up Hawkswood to level 2. So let's take a look at our level 2 ability. 2 gold, 2 attack, 4 1 light. Cool. And she's still elf rogue. Spoils, buy 1 gear token. If you have money left over at the end of going to the dungeon, you can buy a gear token. Why is that useful? Well, because you can go to the marketplace, get a card, you can buy something. I still have 1 gold left over. If we went to the dungeon and got some gold from beating up some stuff, then we would have leftover gold. We would be able to purchase a gear, which is either iron rations, a lantern, or a healing potion. Alright, so we've bought a card, we've leveled up a hero, we don't have any wounds to heal, we've done everything we can do in town. It's time now to pop down to the dungeon. I should mention too, when you're in the dungeon, you don't have to leave the dungeon at the end of your turn. You can stay in the dungeon, because I'm pretty sure you can do the dungeon first and then come to town second as part of your full turn, because in solo and co-op you get to do both things unless an effect or something says otherwise. Alright, we're going to go to the dungeon. So if we're going to go to the dungeon, let's find out what we've got for attack. So we have a regular 0 level adventure with a dagger. That's going to let us draw a card. We remember, so we get to draw a card for that. Ooh, we get another adventure. We get 2 more adventurers, and we have Stormhand. So that's really, if we take a look at all of our attack in the dungeon, now these things give us 2 light, +2 light if you have the Guardian revealed, which of course our Guardian hasn't been flipped over and revealed yet. That's not going to happen. And if you have a wound, you can draw a card. If you have fewer than 4 hit points, you may heal a wound instead. Neither of those things is happening in the dungeon, so these cards, what they're just going to do for us is give us 2 light. So we've got 2 light, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 attack and 2 light. Let's go to the dungeon and see what we can do. And kind of once again, we have 2 light, so we could actually get down to this level of the dungeon. But we only have 6 regular attack, not even close to taking out the Direwolf Master. 8, we only have 6 attack, not enough to take out the Hobgoblin Lieutenant, so we're going to ignore them. We have 2 options. We can take on the Goblin Potion Tester, or we can take on the Goblin Shaman. The Goblin Shaman gives us 3 experience, and we get 1 light. And I forgot to spend my 3 experience off my board, so I'm doing it now because we leveled up Hawkswood. So I have no experience at the moment. Or we can get 2 experience, Goblin Potion Tester, and if we defeat him, we're going to get Iron Rations, and we're going to get a Potion of Healing. This guy has magic resistance, so we don't have to worry about him. We can kill him, and we'll take 1 wound, the Abandoned Gate. And, I don't know if we want a Potion of Healing or a Lantern. You know, I think we're going to go ahead, we're going to come down to the dungeon, to this room. Now, we don't have to leave here. Now, remember, after the end, we could stay there if we want, but there's not much point at this point in time. So we're going to come down here. We got 6 attack, 6 attack is enough to take him out. We destroy this guy. We're going to get 1 Iron Rations, and we're going to get a potion for doing so. And that monster is defeated. Now, it's a level 1 monster, and we have 2 monsters attacking our town. One of them goes away because if this was level 2, we could take 2 of these guys away. But we're going to get hit in town for 1 damage. Not good. And we also get 2 experience points for taking him out. So that is pretty good. So we're going to also get 2 experience as spoils. Alright, so we're going to take all of our goodies, and we're going to put them over in our play area. So now we got 2 experience. We actually have 3 iron rations now, and a healing potion. So that's pretty good stuff. We're not even wounded. And now we got to replace this card with another first level. And we replace it with another goblin potion tester. And you can see it had a triangle on there, but it says if you move through this wound, you gain through this room, you gain a wound. We didn't move through the room; we just moved into it. And so that's the end of that. All right. So at the end of our turn, we're going to be discarding all of our cards. So we're going to take all the cards we played. They didn't do anything extra for us in the dungeon or anything else. And we'll be drawing up 6 new cards because we're fully healed. But we have 1 goblin attacking our town. So our town has to take its lumps. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to move to the next turn. Alright, so we've got the 1 goblin here attacking our town. We have to take our lumps. And we do not have any barricades up. So reach into the bag. We're going to pull out a lump token, and it is going to be the Arcane Wonders. It's partially destroyed. And unfortunately, because we're the town guard, we can't level up because we have to end the turn where a barricade cancelled an attack, which it didn't, or the village received no damage, which it did here at the Arcane Wonders. So, we don't get to level up our town guard at all. Alright. That's basically the end of the turn. Oh, and I forgot to drop my 6 new cards, so let's go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Bree, Joba, and Adventure and Dagger. And I'm going to have to shuffle all of my discard pile. So you get to hear me doing that, because that's very exciting. All the discard pile shuffled. And we draw 1 more to be 6 cards. And we get, ooh, Stormhand again. Alright, good stuff. 2 experience. Alright, so this is going to be our hand for next turn. We have Stormhand, we have Adventurer, Joba, we have Bree, and we have a Dagger and Adventurer. So it looks like we'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll have at least 6 attack. But other things may happen. Oh, and we have no damage at all, so we're going to be drawing up 6 cards, which I did. Alright, over to Smorga's Lair to end off our turn, and then we'll begin the 3rd round. So I'll do 1 more turn, I think, this episode, and that will be it. Alright, so the end of turn 2 means we move the token to turn 3, and that would be the end. That's now the end of the turn. However, we're going to do 1 more turn, and so, or 1 more round, I guess, turn, whatever you want to call it. I think it's just turn. So we're going to do 3, which means we get to roll. We're still at the rolling 1 die. Next turn, we're going to be rolling 2 of these and taking the effects. So we're just rolling 1 die. Now remember, we do have Bree. We could re-roll this, and we have Joba as well, so we don't have to discard her. So we get to, if we don't like our result, we can roll it again. And we get the purple, which of course gives us either 2 festering wounds or 2 beasts, creatures attacking the village. Screw that, we're rolling it again. And so we end up getting 2 creatures attacking the village. Alright, so this time it's a couple of orcs coming out. Their swords. Oh man, yeah, this is just the early rounds and the town's getting hammered on. Yeah, some good town guard I am. Alright, that's the beginning of the turn, so let's go now. I think we're going to start off in the village and go from there. Wow, I'm sucking pretty heavily at this game. Alright, village time. What do we have for gold? We have, oh, and just to double check here. So, once per turn after a die is rolled, you may re-roll a die before. So we did that. If you do, discard Bree. Unless you have Joba. We have Joba. We don't have to discard her. Cool. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 gold. Okay, 6 gold. What do we want with 6 gold? To buy another hero, do we want to chalk up with heroes? We can't build any barricades because they cost 10. I think we're going to go to the marketplace. Obviously, it's the best place for us to go, I think, at the moment, because we get to draw a card. And so, our discard pile, we got here, we have to draw up one more card. So we're going to go to the marketplace, we're going to draw a card, and we get, ooh, 2 more gold. Ooh. Liking the sound of that. So totally now we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 gold. 8 gold is enough for the fireball spell, which I think we might get. You don't have to equip it to a character. It's just a fireball spell. Does 3 magic damage. Elemental spell and gives us 1 light. You know what? I like this. We're going to buy that card. That's awesome. So we spent our 8 gold. Now we can level up a character. If we want, we could take one of our adventurers and spend 2 experience and level him up. We don't have 3 experience, so we can't level up Stormhand. But we could level up one of our basic guys. We only have 1 dagger anyway. So you know what? I think we're going to do that. We're going to spend 2 experience. We're going to get rid of our basic adventurer. And we're going to go ahead. What should we get? I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Silverhelm because he lets us heal. You may give another hero +2 cards. Well, we're not playing with another hero, so it would just be, you can't give yourself +2 cards. Is that +2 cards? Or is that oh, that's +2 skill. We give another hero +2 skill, sorry. Or you may heal 1 wound. Pretty versatile. He's got a 4. He can wield some pretty good weapons. And so we're leveling up our basic adventure to him. And yes, I know in the purely solo game, you're only supposed to have 2 out here, but you know what? I don't care. I'm playing with them all because that's how I want to do it. All right, that's we spent our 8 gold. We bought a card. We leveled up 1 character. We can heal a wound, but we don't have any. All right, so let's see what we can do in the dungeon. We have, well, for dungeon delving, we have our adventurer with his swords. If you use a 0 level character, you get to draw a card. So we're going to be drawing a card. Ooh, we get Hawkswood. Cool. Some more attack. And if you have a wound, draw a card. If you have spoils, level up a hero paying its cost. If they are 0, pay 0. Okay, so we can actually level up another hero at the end if we defeat something. Alright, I think we're going to have a lot of attack this time. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 attack. And we have 1 only. Oh, we have 2 light. Alright, we have 2 light. 2 light and 7 attack is what we have. Let's go to the dungeon, see what we can do. Alright, once again getting kind of pooched. I've got enough light to get down to this level, but I only have 7 attack. This guy's 8. That sucks. And we even had a rogue with us where we take 3 damage. Get a treasure card, but we can't not take him out. That's too bad. This guy we can't take out because he has 3 physical resistant damage. He's 7, so he'd be 11 attack to take him out. Once again, we are stuck with either taking out the Goblin Shaman or the Goblin Potion Tester. I think we're going to go for the more experience. I think we're going to go here. We're going to take on the Goblin Shaman. Now, we do have 7 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 7 physical attack. He has 2 magic resistance attack. So he only has a 5 health. We do 7 damage, we kill him. He is gone. We're going to get a light as a reward for taking him out. So that's pretty good. And we also get 3 experience points for taking him out. So that is also good. So now we have 3 experience points. Basically, let's take a look at our cards though, because we have Joba with us. And Joba says, whoops, this bloody thing will focus right. Level up 1 hero paying its cost. This is spoils after we defeat someone. Well, we have 3. Actually, we have 3 experience. So this would cost 4 to level up. But we could level up Storm Hand if we wanted for 3 experience, or we can just level up this guy for nothing. Or level up a 0 hero for 0. You know what, we're going to level up a 0 hero for 0. We're going to take our basic adventurer and we're going to level that one up to, we're going to get another Hawkswood leveling up. So that was the spoils of Joba, and that's all we've got for spoils. Well, no, we actually have this too, spoils, buy 1 gear token. However, I spent all my gold already in the village, so you can't spend it again. So that's going to be the end of our doing things. We get our reward, which is our lantern, and we're going to be replacing the level 1 creature. We get something, a Goblin Etten. He's 6 to attack him, a Goblin. Before battle, unless you have a rogue, discard 2 heroes, or 1 hero if you only have 1. Or 1 hero if you only have 1. Well, how else would you do it? If you had only 1 hero, you can't. Oh, I see what they're saying. Okay, that's it. We're going to go back to, that's basically the end of the turn. We took out, okay, yeah, we took out 1 threat level of monster, so 1 of our guys goes away, but our town is still going to be attacked by 1 raider. Damn it, our town is getting beat on. I'm not doing a good job here, that's for sure. Alright, once again we have the orc, 1 marauder beating up our town. Oh boy, what are we gonna get smacked on now? The temple. The temple takes a damage. Okay, it's getting spread around evenly, so we're not in much danger yet. And we get to draw 6 cards at the end of our turn because we're still fully healed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 6 cards we get. We get an adventurer, Thunderstone staff, adventurer, dagger, and a short bow. Now, as you can see, the short bow, you need a skill of 4 to wield it, and our adventurers just have skills of 2. But when we go to the dungeon, we should be able to draw a card. If we go to the marketplace, we should be able to draw a card. So we should be good to go for our next episode. Alright, we're going to end off this episode by going over Smorga's Lair and moving the token so I don't forget. Alright, and so to end off, the last thing you do is move the token 1 space. So next episode, we're going to be starting round 4, turn 4. We're going to be rolling 2 dice. Ooh, that is going to start ramping up the pain. Alright, we're going to go back to the main board. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, so this is going to wrap up our episode for today. I'm not doing very well, but I'm having fun anyway. I'm just learning this game. I have not had it very long. I've had it like a week. I've broken it open. I've skimmed through the rules. I've watched some videos. I've got to say, this is my first play of it, so I've laid everything out. I've played Thunderstone Advance a lot, so it's all very familiar to me. There's some additions and differences, of course, in this edition. And so far, damn it, I haven't been able to get 1 level increase in my town guard. I have had a damage on every one of the 3 turns. That's not very good. We do have some good heroes now. We're building up in our deck, but wow, we need to do a lot better, a lot quicker, or we are going to get crushed, which I'm pretty convinced that I am going to be, by the way I'm going. So anyway, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. Really appreciate it. And this Sunday coming up, June 23rd, 7 o'clock Central Time on Twitch, we'll be playing Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Game 2. So if you want to join me for that, I would appreciate it. That would be really awesome and fun. Had lots of fun last time. I screwed up things, of course, but that's what I do. But at least you guys will be there to set me straight. So thanks so much. This is Thunderstone Advance, and we'll see you in the next episode.